Hey everyone, thanks for hopping into this YouTube video. I just wanted to make a video about things to consider before buying a hedgehog, since I know a lot of people are interested in maybe getting a hedgehog as a pet, and there's some things that people might not know about hedgehogs, so I just wanted to make this video about things to consider before buying a hedgehog. So, getting started, the first thing is that they get messy. They poop every time they run on their wheels, so you'll probably have to clean it every morning. They take a long time to litter train if they ever end up litter training. So when you first get one, they're probably going to be going to the bathroom all over their cage. They burrow where they're not supposed to, and they like to rearrange their cages in the process. So if you use fleece as your bedding, they'll probably try to burrow under it. Second thing is that they have a specific diet. Hedgehogs need a lot of protein in their diet as they're very susceptible to obesity. Most hedgie owners feed their hedgehogs dry cat kibble and may supplement some other foods in there for variety, such as eggs, mealworms, fruits, and veggies. However, owners need to be careful to make sure if they feed their hedgehog anything new, that it's not toxic to their pet. Also, treats should only be given extremely sparingly so that they don't eat too many and then become obese. The third thing to consider before buying a hedgehog is that they are nocturnal. My hedgehog Sage does 3 things at night: eat, drink, and run. All 3 of these things are loud, so if you're a light sleeper or have a hard time falling asleep with new noises, you'll probably have to keep your hedgehog in a separate room than the one that you sleep in. Also, they'll probably be more grumpy if you try to wake them up during the day, so keep that in mind. Most of your bonding time together during the day will just be snuggling while they sleep in a snuggle sack or wherever. The fourth thing is that hedgehogs need a lot of attention if you want them to be friendly. They are naturally antisocial creatures, so they're just happy being left alone. But if you don't get them used to being picked up and hanging around humans, they will spike up and become super grumpy every time you want to show them off to your friends or hang out with them or whatever. The more they get picked up and snuggles every day, the more friendly they'll be to others. The fifth thing to consider is that they are prone to illness and injury. If you want a hedgehog, you need an emergency vet fund. Hedgehogs can get sick pretty easily, and due to their poor vision, they can also get hurt easily. Because they're exotic animals, even just a quick checkup at the vet can be very expensive. So, although they're not super expensive to upkeep, as they don't eat too much, and depending on the bedding you use, it can be washed and reused, they're still expensive when it comes to vet visits. So, keep that in mind. You're definitely going to need an emergency vet fund. And the final thing to consider before buying a hedgehog is that their spikes hurt. I'm not gonna lie or beat around the bush with this. When hedgehogs stick out their quills, it hurts. It quite literally feels like a needle is poking you. If you have a friendly hedgehog, they'll keep their quills down most of the time and it doesn't hurt. You can even touch the ends of the quills while they're down, and it usually does not hurt. But somehow, when they stick them out, it hurts. Bad. I've never personally had blood drawn when being poked, but Sage's quills have pierced my skin before, and it definitely hurts. This is not a pet for children. The breeder that we got our hedgehog from told me that she had somebody trying to buy a hedgehog, and they said that it was a pet for their 4-year-old. Please do not do that. Anyways, that's all I can think of currently for things to keep in mind before buying a hedgehog. If you own a hedgehog and you think there's maybe something else that you wish you knew before you bought one, feel free to put those in the comments below. Also, if you don't have a hedgehog and you think these things shouldn't be an issue for you and you still want one, I'd say definitely go for it. They're super cute, and depending on their personality, they'll act differently. So you have the opportunity to get to know them and what they like. Mine likes sleeping and burrowing mostly. If you're interested in buying a hedgehog, I will link some products that you might need in the description box below, as well as the breeder that I got my hedgehog from if you happen to live in the Northern Virginia area. She's a great breeder, and we haven't had any problems with our hedgehog thus far, so I highly recommend her. She's also just super sweet. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would love it if you could subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Jasmine the Waffle. And don't forget to love yourself, love others, and above all, love God. Bye guys.